proud to be Indian. That is who you are. That is your nationality. It's how you were brought up. I'm someone like many second generation immigrants. I hate terms like that, but I guess that is what I would be defined as. People like me often have a real conflict of identity, particularly in our teenage years, where we have all our Indian cultures and practices at home. And then we've got our Western friends at school. And there's this real clash of cultures. And it takes, often in our teenage years, it's not that we're embarrassed to be Indian, but we almost want to suppress that down so we can fit in with the world around us. And it's when we get a bit older and more secure in ourselves, like now I am so proud to be of Indian background. I'm so proud to actually talk about these things and share these things. Whereas I don't think in my teenage years I would openly do it because I would be scared of being judged. Now, how does that play out for you? Because you've been born and brought up in India, yet you've gone around the world. You've been in America. You've conquered the Indian film industry. Now you're taking on Hollywood. And I'm interested, how has your experience been as someone who's not from America natively, yet now has a home and a house there? Is there anything from that you can share? Because I'm interested, where does that strong secureness come from? Because I certainly didn't have it.
I didn't have it when I was in high school at all. I was bullied because of the fact that I was Indian. I was
in America.
In America, I was in America from not 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th grade. So very formative years of my life. But I was made to feel extremely different and sort of aware of my ethnicity. And I would try not to be Indian at all either. I was embarrassed as well. Exactly probably how you're talking. It was confusing to me because I was made to feel like I was different and I needed to fit in. And the only way to fit in would be to be American and speak like that and dress like that and not be Indian and not talk about Diwali and not eat my Indian achars and all the things, right? And as a teenager, I felt that too. But when I started working in the entertainment industry, and I started specifically when I came to America and I started looking for work in America, and I kind of figured it out why we felt that way, why brown kids, and so many of us around the world, right? Outside of India, there is such a large South Asian population. In Britain, in everywhere, in every part of the world, because of colonization. A lot of us moved for opportunities. A lot of us were moved. So I realized that we are 1/5 of the world's population, right? But think about pop culture and seeing the representation of ourselves in pop culture. We only saw ourselves represented in Indian culture, right? So only the Indians who knew Indian do movies, and we were only stuck to our community. Who did we see in at least in American pop culture where I was growing up? It was just Apu in The Simpsons. I never saw a brown girl on TV or the lead of a mainstream show or on the cover of a magazine. So when I was told that, you're different and you're weird, I believed it because I didn't see anyone like me. I was the first South Asian lead ever of an American TV show. I mean, that's absurd to me. It just blew my mind that the concept of a brown person being a lead in a mainstream show, not a genre movie or not an independent movie, but like a mainstream multi-million dollar show or movie, it just didn't exist. And that was my impetus. The byproduct and the bonus of it is hopefully young girls or boys or immigrants that come into America will not feel so alone. Like The White Tiger, for example, my movie, it's an all Indian star cast, and it's the #1 movie worldwide on the largest streaming platform in the world. That's an all Indian star cast. To me, it's historic. And I'm so happy to be able to be at the helm of that because I know it will change things for people like your daughter to see themselves represented in normal situations, in powerful jobs, in whatever they consume.